Air India crash insurance claims may reach up to 1000 rupees crore. Is this India's costliest airline tragedy? In India's one of the deadliest airline tragedies, a London-bound Air India Flight 171 crashed on June 12, claiming a total of 241 lives on board. Few also died in the doctor's hostel where the Boeing 7878 Dreamliner aircraft fell near the Ahmedabad airport. Air India has announced a compensation of Rs 1 crore each to the families of those lost their lives. However, the flight crash will also trigger insurance claims, which, as per estimates, might go as high as 1000 rupees crore. Airline liabilities in the event of death or injury are governed by international conventions such as the Montreal Convention, 1999, to which India is a signatory. According to experts, they said that under the convention, airlines are liable to penalties while interim compensation may be announced by the airline. Final compensation for passengers will be determined under the Montreal Convention of 1999, to which India became a signatory in 2009. Brokerage firm Houghton India MD and CEO Amit Agarwal told news agency PTI. Compensation is calculated using special drawing rights SDRs, which stood at 128,821 SDRs, approximately 1.33 per SDR as of October 2024. The actual payout will depend on the coverage purchased by Air India, Agarwal said. On Thursday, June 12, a London-bound Air India plane carrying 242 passengers and crew crashed moments after taking off from Ahmedabad International Airport. Of these, 169 are Indian nationals, 53 are British nationals, 1 Canadian national and 7 Portuguese nationals. Aircraft damage insurance. Air India has insured its entire fleet under a 20 billion global aviation insurance program. This insurance is divided into two parts, one for damage to the aircraft itself called hull insurance and the other for legal and passenger claims called liability insurance. As far as aircraft damage is concerned, Agarwal said, it would be covered under the aviation hull all risk section, which ensures the current valuation of the aircraft, including spares and equipment. For a Dreamliner, this value can range between 211 million and 280 million, depending on its configuration, age, and other factors. He added. The aircraft involved VTAB was a 2013 model and, based on available information, was insured for approximately 115 million in 2021. Whether the damage is partial or total, the loss would be covered based on the value declared by the airline, he said. Narendra Barindwal, president of the Insurance Brokers Association of India (IBAI), told PTI that aviation insurance programs for major airlines such as Air India are arranged on a fleet basis and reinsured across international markets like London and New York. No single insurer bears the entire risk. Coverage is widely distributed among global reinsurers, with shares as small as 1.5% to 2% and a lead reinsurer typically taking 10-15%. The financial impact of such incidents is shared globally across this network, Barindwal said. It is too early to ascertain the overall liability passengers and third party on the operator because of this crash. Overall insurance claims. While the aircraft damage will be covered in the 211 million to 80 million insurance coverage, the biggest cost will come from the liability insurance. Experts also said the actual amount the passenger receives will depend on a number of factors. Typically, the claimant family of the deceased passenger or the injured has to prove the extent of the actual damage suffered. Factors such as age of the deceased passenger, educational status, employment, last salary drawn, marital status, general economic status, the number of dependents, the extent of dependency are, typically, considered to assess the damage. Swipe left for next video. According to timesnownews.com, the overall claim could go as high as 1000 rupees crore and could have a ripple effect on the aviation insurance industry. It is being considered to be one of the deadliest and costliest airline crashes in the Indian aviation history. Latest blogs